Hey YouTube, welcome to the Off-Grid Mountain Homestead. Bringing you a chicken coop accessory video today. I have a automatic chicken coop door brought to you by Chickcozy. The company Chickcozy contacted me and wanted to know if I wanted to test out one of their automatic chicken coop doors, and I said sure, I will definitely test that out. That would be a great time saver for me. Instead of having to watch the chickens every night to go close our coop door and all that, I can set it a pre-programmed time to let it close, so I don't have to fool with that. And in the mornings, that'll save me some time not having to open them up. It can be automated, so this should be a real nice addition to the homestead. So let's unbox it and see what we got going on. All right, here we go. We got an instruction manual. What is this here? It's looks like a quick start guide. Gives you the dimensions to cut out for your coop and all that. And what we got here? It's like some chicken stickers for youngins. I guess I can go plaster these stickers on stuff, so that's pretty cool to give you something for your youngins. Nicely packaged with foam everywhere. So let's check out the door. This is available in 2 colors. They gave me an option of the goldenrod color, which is what I picked, and they also have a lime green. Too bad it wasn't in camo. That's my favorite color, right? So here we go. What we got here? A double, looks like an elevator style doors. Oh yeah, it's like a gear drive up in the top right there. There's a display that looks like programming buttons right there. What we got here? Here's a battery. It's like a battery compartment. So yep, there's a battery compartment right there. Let's check the rest of it out. Look at the back side here. Seems to be pretty good construction. And from what I understand from the manufacturer, this is the safety right here. If you're worried about your chickens getting pinched, that is a safety, and we're going to test that out before we even put it near the chickens. We'll test this safety out. Let's see what else is in the box. I'm gonna set this off to the side. Look down in here, see what else they gave us. All right, we got screws. Look at that. They didn't give us knockoff batteries. They gave us the real deal Duracell batteries, which is nice. So usually when I see a quality battery in a product, that means the product's pretty much a quality product as well. And then, let's see, I got an adapter. Looks like an adapter right here. Yes, we have a voltage adapter, so if you have 110 volts near your chicken coop, you can, looks like you can plug it in. I bet that's what that's for, right there. Yes, it is. So you don't even have to use batteries if you have power at your chicken coop. But we don't have power at chicken coops. We'll be using batteries. So anyhow, let me put some batteries in it, and we'll test it before I install it. All right, the first thing to do, once you get the batteries in, you have this screen pop up like this, and it says to calibrate the door, you hold the OK button. So calibrate. So the door is supposed to open and close several times, so it knows where the end switch is in the motor, where the door is, more or less. It's testing its range of motion, making sure there's no issues. You'll do that a few times, and then it'll be calibrated. So to finish its calibration, doors are open, and it says to test the crush detector. So you push the OK button and stick something in the door. It says an object. Well, I reckon I'm just going to use my hand. So we'll close it. See if it works. Oh yeah, don't even put any pressure on your hand. Just probably wouldn't even crush a paper bag. Yeah, that's not going to hurt no chicken. Let's do it one more time, just to make sure. Oh yeah, very gentle, very gentle. That shouldn't hurt your chicken. So, okay. I think we're good on that. The detector's working. Oh yeah, it works. So, yeah, I don't see that being an issue at all with hurting a chicken in case one does get in the door. I mean, that was so gentle. Let me try to find something to crush. Hold on. Oh, you know I was gonna crush something, didn't you? So let's crush this bottle. Just show you how gentle the door is. Hold the button for 3 seconds to close. See, that's not gonna hurt your chicken. That's what I was worried about too to start with. But, oh yeah, excellent, that'll be fine. Well, we can work with that. And for manual control, I'm gonna program it in a minute, but for manual control, you just hold the button, the OK button, and so you get your countdown right there. It'll manually open the door. Pretty cool. So going through the setting operations, setting the time and date, pretty self-explanatory through the instructions, real easy to understand. You can use timer, You can use manual, just push the button, open and close it, or you can use a sensor. Where it's going to be installed in our coop, this optical sensor is going to be tricky because the roof sits right over it, so it's not going to pick up the sunlight through this photo sensor very well. So that's not going to work, so I had to do manual. But basically you just go through there and you program it, all your settings. You can push this and set your mode to time. You can also hold that down and you can switch it between the light sensor or photo sensor, manual or time. I'm doing time. So see, just hold the button and it updates it, and then set your opening and closing parameters. So going down through here, it's in 24-hour time, so setting the correct time, that's important. And then I've got it opening at 7 a.m. and at 1900, which would be 7 p.m., which this time of year will be fine. In the summer I have to adjust this, but no big deal. Usually the hens are in bed 30 minutes before sunset, so this should be fine. So I think all the settings are good to go. So I'm going to manually close it. Push the button, hold it down for 3 seconds. It'll close, and now we'll install it. And if you see anything you have questions about, ask me in the comments, or I'll try to answer in the comments. If not, I'll do another video. So just if something's confusing, if you already own this model and you want to ask me a question, just drop it in the comments. Alright, to install it, you will also need a Phillips screwdriver. We have just that. But I forgot to tell you, you're going to have to cut a hole in something right here. Let me find the dimensions again. Right here. So you got to cut your hole that big right there. 8.15 inches or 207 millimeters for y'all that are not using Freedom units, or 10.4 inches or 265 millimeter. And well, I just so happen to have a chainsaw to cut the opening. Well, the hole's cut. I didn't use that chainsaw to cut the hole. I used a circular saw, skill saw. You could also use a jigsaw, whatever you got. I wouldn't recommend using a chainsaw, and I was just being silly, everybody. A little comedic relief for the day, right? But anyhow, I got the door opening cut, so I'm going to mount it. I already got my screw holes marked, because my chicken coop, I can't just cut a hole in it. I might have to make a piece of wood to screw into the chicken coop that the door could mount on. A little bit of modifications, just some trim board right here. So this is what I'm going to mount the door on. Then I'll put the door assembly, that's what I'm going to call this, into the chicken coop over the existing opening. So let me get the door mounted, and we'll go to the chicken coop. Once I got the door on there, but using this thin piece of trim, of course you can see the screws are sticking out, so that's no bueno, but hey, got a fix for that too. Yeah, I use a chainsaw as the instructions required. I cut down myself. But anyhow, got 2 little strips here. Just ripped them off. That's going to cover, see right there, on the back, so them screws won't be poking out onto the chicken. So let me go ahead and pop them on. I think that'll be just fine. Now the chickens won't get scuffed up on them screws. Alright, so got the strips on the back. Let's make sure the door opens freely. Since I've put all that on the back, make sure nothing got out of square, because you want it flat against there. You don't want it warped or crooked or anything like that. So let's make sure that it still opens like it's supposed to. And then we'll check the closing on it. Make sure it closes like it's supposed to. Nice and smooth operation. So now it's ready to go in the coop. Before we get to the coop, I'm going to be using these screws to attach this trim board to the coop. Because of the thickness of the screw on the coop is not going to poke out too far. You can see, and the wood on the coop's about as thick as this trim board, so that should keep from having any poking spots for the chickens to get injured on. So just old 3/4 panhead sharp point screws, one I'm going to be using. There is the Chickcozy door installed on this Sentinel chicken coop. I just blocked open the factory door opening. Factory door is still back behind on the right side, but there's the door installed. So right over the factory, step ladder that come on this coop. This is not the ideal coop to use this on, but I'm using what I got. If you had a custom built coop, it'd be a lot easier to put this on. You could just put it right to the coop, but that's what I had to do on this one. I just screwed to the door over there, and I got a couple little pinch pieces of wood stuck in on the actual track on the inside of the factory door to pull the wood down on the left side there. So now let's get a chicken and see if they'll go through it. So we got the missus caught a hen and put her in the nest box with the door closed. So I'm going to open the manually open the door and see if Big Red will come out of here. So remember, hold the buttons for 3 seconds. The door will open. Now see if we get a hen to come out of that. Come on, Big Mama. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, there she goes. That's a good chicken. That's a good girl. I figured you'd want to come back in there and get your lettuce. Look at you, teasing everybody. So you're not scared of it after all, huh? That's what I figured. So the chickens aren't scared of the door. That's good. Door's working fine. I'll give you an update in a few months how it holds up long term. But yeah, like the door. Thanks to Chickcozy again for sending the door for us to test. Much obliged. And I'll have all the pertinent links to Chickcozy's website, the products on Amazon, all that good stuff in the video description. So please check them out. Might make a good gift for folks that are into chickens or have poultry. You could probably use this for rabbits and stuff too. It looks like the opening is big enough for a rabbit, so keep that in mind, you rabbit people too. Might be a good little door for a playpen for rabbits or something like that. But anyhow, thanks again, Chickcozy. If you're not subscribed, I'd greatly appreciate a subscription from everybody. Question or anything, put in the comments. And I hope you hit that like button. Hope I earned it. And thanks for watching the Off-Grid Mountain Homestead. Hope you have a nice day.